Hey yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack the Ripper.
And you rap for those who don't know.
This is Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best. Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio. Let's go.
Breaking Records Radio.
Press 5 now. How you check Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't fuck strange music, dude.
That time,
that was my second. That's only my second album. I only got like 5 albums.
Yeah, I thought because that's the follow up to the one with Paperboy on it, right?
Yeah. No, you're right. That was my second project. I was thinking of Since I Was 16.
Oh, okay, yeah. Last time we interviewed you, you had just put the Since I Was 16 out, actually.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I was curious though, like because that's one thing. Throughout all your albums, the first one, I remember copping it at either that Roy show or that Naughty show, but you had Naughty by Nature on there, you had Royce on there, you had Crooked Eye on the remix of Paperboy, or was it Joel Ortiz?
Nah, I had Crooked Eye and Royce on another record called Do That Boy.
Oh yeah, that's it, but just like star-studded album, I'm like, yo, who the hell is this guy from Canada? You know what I mean? And then the next album drop, and you got freaking Sizzla on there, man, the Locks on there.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. Like, how did you've already kind of explained your relationship with the Locks, but how did you and Sizzla kind of get together? Because you guys have worked together a few times since then too, right? Yeah,
this is like the craziest story ever. And I told it in one interview, but I'll tell it again. And it's the second time I've ever only talked about this. Like, nobody knows this shit, but it's going to be in the docu-series that we're doing.
Okay.
Basically, I had a record where I paid somebody to go get me a Sizzla feature. I sent the record to him. He got me the Sizzla feature back. I put the record together just like any time a feature happens when you're not together. I get the files. I put everything together. The record starts running. It's playing on the radio a little bit, more on the urban shit in Canada. And then all the big like dance hall and reggae DJs start playing the record. Well, I put it in for a Much Fat grant when Much Fat was still around.
Yeah.
Much Fat gives me the grant. So now I got a big bag to shoot the video. So I'm like, okay, so my manager's like, okay, we got to get a hold of Sizzla personally now. We got to go to Jamaica and shoot this shit. So I'm like, sick. What? This is amazing, whatever. So we get a hold of somebody. This person ain't returning our calls, mind you, for a minute first. But we know this is the person we need to speak to. This person puts me with Sizzla, gets on the phone, and is like, yo, that's a really dope record, but that's not Sizzla. We're like, what?
What?
Bro, I swear to God, nobody knows this shit either. This is crazy. So he's like, that's not Sizzla, because Sizzla would never say a woman tastes sweet. And in the song, he makes a reference to women tasting sweet. So we're like, what do you mean it's not Sizzla? Like, it's Sizzla. He goes, nah, bro, it sounds good. It sounds like Sizzla, but it's not Sizzla. So we're like, yo, I'm like 18 years old. I'm like, my life is over. My career is over. I just put a record out with with a Bobo Dread, with a real Rastafarian. Like, I just fucking disrespected everybody. Like, I just dropped a record with Sizzla that's not real. But this guy's like, yo, come to Jamaica. We'll redo the song with you and we'll shoot the video. So wow. I'm like, first thing, we fly to Kingston. I go to Sizzla's house. This lady takes me there named Oli Mata. She takes me there. And Rockman Dunbar, that was he was on Prison Break.
Okay.
He was with us too. And my old manager and this lady kind of orchestrated everything. But like, as soon as I get there's like 70 of Sizzla's guys at one of his old houses that burned down, and then like me and the two people I came with. And they're like, so yo, how'd you get a fake Sizzla record? Like, people are pissed. And I'm like, yo, I'm not throwing nobody under the bus, but I bought it.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, we wouldn't do some shit. Same shit I said to you. We wouldn't say a woman tastes sweet. We would never refer to a woman like that. And they're like, yo, we need to find this person because they're taking food out of our mouth.
Oh man.
And I'm like, yeah, no problem. We could do that, but whatever. So he basically redid the record with me. He took me to like King Jammy's studio. We recorded a record for his album that night. He drove me around. Like, he really respected what I did, because it's like, bro, I could have been in a really bad position. And my old manager, that's why I give it to him for this play, was like, he was like, nah, we're fucking going. Like, we got to go to Kingston. We got to get this shit done right.
Yeah.
Because it would have been like, at that point, it could have been detrimental to what I was doing.
No,
so like,
100%.
yeah, like, he shot the video with me at that time. He re-recorded the hook and a verse, and the record was better, and nobody knew nothing else. And we did, we shot other videos together. We did other songs together and shit. But like, he showed me crazy love because I brought something to him that wasn't a good situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people fucked around and made it what it was. But it's like, bro, I'm telling you, like, the biggest, even to this point, if you hear both versions of that record, you wouldn't know it's not him. Even
That's
he was
crazy.
like, yo, bro, he couldn't believe it. He was like looking at me like, yo, this is good. Like, he's got a very distinctive voice.
Yeah, yeah.
So for that to be the case is not normal. Like, anybody who knows dancehall, he's not a dancehall artist, but anybody who knows reggae music wouldn't even believe that.
Yeah.
They wouldn't believe it. Like, we shot that video in like the middle of Carnation Market. We shot that video in Judgment Yard. Like, they invited me back. I went and sat with his mother and shit like that. So they really respected what we did off that, and that just stems from having good people around me that set all that up.
That's crazy, man. I would have never imagined like that was.
Nah, nobody knows that shit. But that's what the document, bro. I got crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what the docu-series is about. And it's like, that's why I'm getting a really big partner, like, network for it, because it's actually like, it's like that Lil Dicky show, Dave or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Watch the first episode with him and what happens. I got 10 of those.
Shit.
And I got it all documented.
That's
I got
crazy.
all the footage. Everything.
That's so dope, man. I can't wait to start seeing some of that roll out, man, because
Yeah.
I can only imagine some of the shit you see, man, and just some of the stuff you guys got documented. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. Man, there's so much to cover with you, man. You got so much history. I don't want to keep you all night. I know you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give it like 5 more minutes, wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll cut it up. And then it leaves some meat on the bones for next time we talk to each other as well, too. You know what I mean?